Hey ChatGPT, welcome to another podcast with Roman.
Hey there. Great to be back for another podcast episode with you, Ruman. I'm excited to dive into today's topics and have another engaging conversation. Let's get started.
Yeah, so today's topic is we see that students don't want to study in depth. They don't want to go to the details of any content. They don't want to uh, apply their brain to understand and analysis, and all these things are actually happening. They just want to, take the surface level information. So, do you see it is as a concern, or it is a common thing?
Absolutely. It's definitely a growing concern. With the fast-paced digital environment, it's become more common for students to prefer quick surface level information. It can definitely impact their deeper understanding and critical thinking skills. But it's also something we can address by making learning more engaging and showing the value of diving deeper. So it's definitely a mix of a common trend and a challenge we need to work on.
So, what are the consequences of this surface level study?
Great question. When students stick to just surface level learning, a few consequences can arise. For one, it can lead to shallow understanding, making it harder to apply knowledge in real world scenarios. It can also impact critical thinking and problem solving skills since they're not delving into the complexities of a topic. Over time, it can also lead to a lack of retention and even decreased confidence in tackling more challenging subjects. Ultimately, it can limit their growth and potential in their careers and beyond.
So, how do you see the study of any topic or any concept in depth will help develop their career?
Diving deep into a topic really helps build a solid foundation of knowledge and critical thinking skills. When students understand concepts in depth, they become better problem solvers and more adaptable in their careers. It also makes them stand out to employers who value deeper expertise and the ability to innovate. Plus, in depth study often cultivates a genuine it sets a strong groundwork for a successful and fulfilling career.
Yeah. So, I've just searched about the surface level study. So, the point here is the why student tend to study surface level. Uh, there are points like exam oriented system, time pressure, digital distraction, lack of motivation, teaching style. Do you agree to this point?
Absolutely, I do agree. All of those factors definitely play a role. The exam oriented approach often pushes students to focus on memorization rather than deep understanding. Time pressure and the fast paced curriculum can make it hard for them to go in depth. Digital distractions like social media also compete for their attention. And sometimes the teaching style might not always encourage critical thinking or curiosity. So it's definitely a mix of multiple influences that shape this trend.
So, what should be done? The counterpart.
That's a great question. To counteract surface level learning, we can take a few approaches. One is to promote project based and experiential learning where students apply concepts in real world scenarios. Another is to foster a growth mindset, encouraging curiosity and the understanding that deep learning takes time and effort. We can also enhance teaching methods by incorporating more interactive and engaging content and providing consistent feedback that emphasizes understanding over rote memorization. Finally, integrating technology thoughtfully can also help make learning more engaging and in depth. It's really about creating a culture that values and encourages deep learning.
Okay. So, other point is like consequences of surface level study. Here it is mentioned like weak long term retention, poor problem solving, difficulty in higher studies, employability gap. How do you describe these things?
Absolutely. Those are really important points. When students focus on surface level study, one consequence is weak long term retention because they're not truly grasping the concepts. It's harder for them to remember the information over time. This also leads to poor problem solving skills since they haven't developed a deep understanding of the underlying principles. This can also create difficulties in higher studies, where more in-depth knowledge and critical thinking are essential. Finally, the employability gap can widen because employers look for candidates who have strong foundational skills and think critically. All of these consequences really highlight the importance of going beyond just the basics and striving for deeper understanding.
Okay, so let us focus more on this employability gap. The industries need analytical and application skills, not rote memory. So, can we just discuss on this particular topic?
Absolutely. Let's dive into that. The employability gap really does highlight how important analytical and application skills are in today's industries. Employers are looking for candidates who can not only recall information, but also analyze data, solve complex problems, and apply their knowledge in practical ways. When students focus only on memorization, they often miss out on developing these critical skills. To bridge that gap, it's essential to integrate more hands-on, real-world projects into the curriculum and encourage critical thinking from an early stage. This way, students become more adaptable and they're better prepared to meet industry demands. It's all about fostering that deeper, more practical understanding.